Hello and welcome to Niger Boys TV.
Yay! Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. I still remain your host, Niger Boy for Life. Please, if you're watching for the first time, do like, comment, and subscribe. And also, if you already subscribed in my previous channels, I thank you very much and I love you all. Welcome back to the channel. Today, I've got two messages to share with you guys, yeah? Right? What I do for a living after work. Like, I'll just call it like a second job for me, but it's something I do after work. So I'm going to share that with you guys. And then the second reason I'm making this video is about to table out the issue of what's his name, Emeka Ikedioha and Rochas Okoroausa. Okay, they're now like fighting like cats and dogs. So we need to treat that for now. Okay, so let's go straight to the first reason why I'm making this video is because I did promise some of you guys, those of you that know about my history, because those videos are not online anymore. I've taken them off, like I said I was going to take them off. But it was for me to introduce myself so that people don't look at me in a different way. So today I want to share what I actually do for a living after work. Yeah? I actually do something that I love doing, something that I'm proud of. And it's about something that you do. The finished work is something you love. So check this out. I've got this shirt inside of me, right? I made that myself. Can you see the design on the side? Yeah, I made these stuffs myself. I'll show you guys what I do, how I make it, and how I started enjoying it. Let me show you one. Right. So you can see, these are the first attempts. You see that? Got different colors of it. Okay. Okay. All right. So the reason why I'm showing you guys these stuffs, right, is because I was thinking about some guys in Nigeria. They've got no jobs. They're waiting for the government to provide them with jobs. So why don't you just become self-employed? Do something different. Something that you can actually make money out of. For me, I use the machine as a private stuff. Like any kind of character that I really like, something, a team I support or anything, I just make the designs in my inner shirt. Yeah, inner shirt. So for you, you can get the machine and do business out of it, make money out of it. It can be your actual source of income if you've got no job at all. For me, it's not for me because I've got my job and that's just like a second stuff for me. And I only sell to people that maybe my close friends, they come to me and say, look, I want the design, I want that design, and I'll make it for them. But I don't commercialize it because I don't really have the time to. I only do the ones I like for myself. So for you, you can actually use it as a business. Rather than wait for the government to provide you with jobs. Nah, do something better. Do something for yourself. Don't just sit in the spot and hope to just blow money one day, you just hammer. No, it doesn't happen that way. Okay, to date with my videos. So in my next video, I'll be showing you guys the machine and how I print all those things out. I'll make a video about the printing and then from the computer, what you have to, how you have to get the design cut out, put it in the printer, print it out, and then heat press it. That's the process. You go into the computer, you get your image, you do some adjustments to it, send it into a printer prints it out, and then you heat press it. Go into your own private business. Start from somewhere. Okay? Rather than ask your people to lend you money or to keep giving you money from abroad. Just tell, if you have any brother abroad that is doing well, tell him, look, I don't want to keep asking you for money, but please buy me this machine and I can start up something with it. So it's better for you to get the machine and work with it, or you can go into other businesses, right? But for me, I'm just showing you the kind of business I do. Apart from work, I go to work, come back home on my own spare time, I make designs for clothes. Okay? And I can assure you it will be very, very lucrative for you. Okay? There are lots of businesses you can learn online. All you need to do is just type in the business name and you can see tutorials, lots of tutorials in YouTube. You find a lot in YouTube. Okay? So let's go back to the reason why we're here. Right. Today my anger is going to be on Rochas, Okoroausa, and Ihejioha of Imo State. Okay? Rochas, Okoroausa, and Emeka Ihejioha. Now, Rochas Okoroausa left Imo State with a threat to the Imolites. He told them that the governor is below him and that if anybody comes after him, he's going to go back after that person.
I'm on the run for your life. Look at that animal, he's running. They're running. Who is that? They're running. Kill him there. What do you going to do? Be there, be there.
Okay? Okoroausa did not just loot the Imolites. He also took their brains with him. He took their brains. You see, I've been saying to myself, why is Africa so backward compared to Western world? Why are the African people so backward compared to the Western world? And three things seems to bother me. Three reasons seems to bother me. And these are the reasons I feel. One, because Africans only think inside the box. We don't think outside the box. And you cannot blame us for that because most of us have not left the shores of Africa. It only takes someone to go outside Africa for you to realize what you've been missing. Okay? What we've been missing is only when we leave Africa. So, that's my first reason. The second reason is this. Africans, we have too much of respect for ourselves. Too much of respect for ourselves. And that's why, rather than say things out of respect, we don't say it at all because we don't want shame. Let me explain. Now, in the Western world, right, if you do anything evil or you're into fraud or anything, the government will expose you to the world. But when it comes to Africa, we don't want to expose those things. We want to keep it to ourselves simply because we don't want to bring shame into the country. But already, shame exists. The shame we are trying to hide from the public world already exists. They can see it without us showing it. Okay? We already have the shame inside of us. So that's number two. Number three is this. Our African leaders are the devil. They are the devils incarnate on earth. Our African leaders are devils. Take it or leave it. African leaders are devils. They are evil. They are very, very evil. African leaders. I'm saying African leaders. You only, I can only excuse just a few of them. Just a few. But most of them are evil. Why are they evil? Let me explain. If you come to the advanced world, yeah, it will feel like you're in a semi heaven. Semi heaven. That's what it is. Semi heaven. Because we don't know what heaven is like. We are told that heaven is the streets of heaven are made of gold. Yeah. Okay, but we've not been there. But comparing the Western world to Africa, it's a semi heaven. Honestly. You hardly fall sick. If you fall sick, drink water. There's job. There's good road. Electricity. You name it. You name it. Okay? Now, when it comes to Africa, the leaders steal our money and keep it in their fucking wardrobes. Or dash it to their girlfriends, keep it in a storage place for their families to use generation after generation. Okay? We are just there hailing at them, praising at them and saying, yeah, hailing at them. But these guys are actually killing us. They're killing us. Big time. They're killing us. So, what is the solution? The solution was what the IPOB members introduced. You see them abroad, you protest on their heads, stone them with eggs, and let them be ashamed. Let them be ashamed of what they've turned us to. Okay? Let them realize that we have woken up. We are no more sleeping. We have woken up and we are ready to fight. We are ready to fight. Those guys are taking advantage of us. And enough is enough. Enough is enough. Why do you think when Africans are being threatened with deportation, they cry? You see an adult man crying. What makes an adult man to cry when threatened with deportation? It's simply because they have tasted the Western world and it felt like heaven for them. And then compared to where they're going back in Africa, it becomes a hell. A hell. Like you're sending somebody back to hell.
This is not right. You have to do something, people.
This is not right.
You have to do something, people. You have to do something. Hey, my people, you have to do something, man. You have to do something, man. This is not right. I didn't do nothing wrong. They treat me like a criminal in your eye. You didn't say nothing. You have to say something, please. You have to say something, please. Hey, guy, you please say something, man. You please say something, man. Hey, these people cannot treat me this way. You please say something, man. Oh, my God. My God, you have to say something. I'm not criminal. I don't even get nothing. I have paper issue. And my case is pending. They want to deport me clandestinely because my lawyer agrees in there. That's why they wanted to deport me. That's all, brother. You have to help me, man. And these people don't have to take me this way. You please, you
Tell the fly lady that we're not going nowhere till like they do something. Take them out. You feel me? It's only right.
They got treating me this way. This is not right. This is not right. I got my lawyer. I'm still fighting the case. I have my woman, my wife is citizen, already fight for me. And they try to remove me legally. They don't even get my travel document. They're trying to deport me legally. Yo, guy, you say something, man. Yo, please help me out, man.
I'm in, brother.
Yo, bro, yo, help me out, man. This is not normal. This is not right.
Why? It's because of our politicians. These guys, they cry because of our politicians. If an American was to be deported from Nigeria, or let's just say Africa in general, let's say an American goes to one African country and says, you know what, I'm going to stay in this country, I like this country, and he wants to stay in the country. And that African government now says to that American, look, listen, your visa has expired, so we want you to go back to your country. In fact, we are going to remove you from this country. What do you think the American will say to the government of the African government? Simple. You just say, what? You mean you're not even proud of your shithole country? Ah, fucking keep that. They walk away. As easy as that. So you can see how it is. An elderly man is crying, begging, asking the people, co-travelers, to speak on his behalf. Speak on my behalf. Why is he crying? Why is it so upset? What is so threatening for him to go back to his country with confidence? It's because of people like Rochas, Okoroausa, and other thief politicians. What they steal from us. These guys are killing us day by day. Day by day, they are killing us. Honestly, they are killing us in Nigeria. So, Nigerian youth, please, I beg you, I keep begging you guys with God's name. With God's name. Stop supporting politicians. Stop allowing politicians to use you. You need to start defending yourself, keeping things for your very own self. Do not support these politicians. They mean nothing for you. When will you get to know that? Huh? I can't take this anymore. You can imagine a task force that was set up to go and investigate Okoroausa. They got a warrant, went to his house to search, and some group of people, thugs, hired by Okoroausa, descended on this guy, and they were beating him up. Why? Only in Nigeria. Only in Nigeria. Nigeria jaga jaga. 1. Nigeria is a shithole. 2. Nigeria is a kill and bury country. Kill and bury without anybody saying. Nigeria is just like a shithole is better than Nigeria. It depends on the shithole anyway. So let's say what's the worst shithole to use to describe Nigeria at this point? Pit hole. Pit hole country. That is what Nigeria is. A pit hole country. And you know why I am so upset? Yeah? I'm upset because some people died in Nigeria without never leaving the shores of Nigeria. They died. Okay? There are lots of people who are in Nigeria today who would never travel out of Nigeria till they die. So to those people, what's the world like to them? The world to them is all about NEPA. NEPA. The world to them is all about poverty. The world to them is all about injustice. The world to them is all about bad road and bad governance. Because they died in that country. What I'm just trying to appeal to everyone is this. Okay? If you're in Nigeria and you have no job, rather than keep yourself idle, please learn a trade. Learn a trade. Thank you. So in my next video when I come back again, I'll show you guys the machine I used to make those clothes, and also I'll do some designs in front of you, because seeing is believing. So I'll make some design in front of you. So for those of you that already have a printer at home in Nigeria somewhere, yeah, you can join and I'll show you some easy tricks some nice tricks you can use to make very good designs like this. Yeah, very good designs, and I'm sure that's going to help you guys. Until I come back your way again, I remain yours, humble boy, Niger boy for life. Peace. I love you all. Please, if you don't subscribe, just subscribe, like, and comment. You're all free to comment about my videos. No shaking at all.